and welcome back to the channel Lash with Legs. Today's video we're going to be going over how to achieve this viral hybrid wispy set. As you know, we don't waste any time over here, so we're going to go ahead and get right into this video. I already cleaned my client's lashes off camera, so right now I'm going to go ahead and tape the bottom lashes down. If you are a complete beginner, I don't necessarily recommend this video for you. This video will not be going over isolations or anything of that sort. We're going to be going over exactly how to achieve this look. I'm going to try to insert right here another video that I would recommend if you are a beginner. But if not, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So after I tape down my client's lashes, I want to go ahead and give it a good lash map. I'm going to be doing a wispy cat eye, so I'm going to start off in the inner corners with a 8mm, and I'm going to go all the way up to 13mm. You do not have to lash map your client's lashes. I'm just going to do this for the purpose of this video and also just to achieve that perfect sleek look that I'm going for. So this is also optional, but I'm going to go ahead and place a dot where I want to place my wispy spikes. This does serve as a good guide, but of course you do not have to do this if you do not need to. But for me and the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and use this as a guide. So now I'm going to use my favorite tape up method. I'm going to tape up the outer and inner corners of my client's eye. This is going to give the lash line a good lift, and this is really good for clients who have lashes that sometimes are extremely straight or if they point down. So you can tape up the bottom and outer corners and give your client's lashes a lift, which would make them a little bit more easier to do. Although there are many ways to create a wispy spike, I'm going to be using a classic set tray with a 0.15 diameter, and I'm going to be placing two classic extensions together to create my spike. One thing that you always want to keep in mind when placing your spikes is that you want to place them on the top layer of the lash. If you place it on the bottom layer, it oftentimes does not show up. So you want to find a lash on the top layer as so, and this is going to give the spike an overall good appearance, and it's going to be a lot more visual throughout the set. So another thing that you want to keep in mind when creating this wispy look is that you need to make sure your spikes are at least 3mm longer than the base. So for an example, I just placed a 12mm spike in the 9mm section, and I placed a 13mm spike in the 10mm section. Now I do want to reiterate that you do not have to use a classic set tray to achieve this spiky look. I personally prefer to use a classic tray because it gives me the exact look that I'm going for. As you can see at the very top of my spikes, it's very pointy, and I do think that comes with using a classic set tray and putting multiple classic extensions together. Oftentimes I will use at least 2 to 4 classic extensions when making my spikes. Or you can also achieve this look by using a volume tray and using closed fans to make the same type of spike. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to place these spikes throughout the remainder of this set, and then we're going to get into our base. And if you're wondering what glue I'm using, I am finally using my own glue brand, which I will drop in the description down below. I absolutely love this glue so much. I've been using it for years, and when I tell you this glue dries extremely fast, it has less than a second drying time, and the retention is absolutely amazing. Most of my clients come to me for a fill-in in about 3 weeks, and even then they probably could go a little bit longer. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the description, and feel free to ask any questions that you may have. So I'm going to go ahead and let this video play. I do want to make a disclaimer that I tried to do as little editing as possible to this video. I have so many comments of people telling me that they just want to see me work. So I'm going to try to let this video just play as much as I can. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, or even follow your girl on Instagram. I am such a girl's girl. People reach out to me all the time, and I absolutely love it. So I will come back here with any other tips that I want to show, or if I need to explain anything throughout the video. Okay y'all, so I am back already. I wanted to let you guys know that I decided to place more wispy spikes for this set. So I'm going to just place a spike in between every spike that I already have. Remember, you want to make sure that this is at least 12mm longer than the base. Of course, you do not have to do this for this set, but I think for my client's lashes and the look that she's going for, I wanted to make it just a little bit extra wispy. Hey girl, I'm back. So I placed my Wispy spikes for the remainder of the set. So now I'm going to go ahead and place my volume fans. If you're having any trouble making fans, I'm going to post a video in the description and also right here on how to make volume fans. I do try to pre-make my fans prior to doing any set because it just makes the set go by a lot quicker and easier for me. So I normally start off in the outer corner. It just depends on the client and their lashes, but you don't even have to place your your wispy spikes first. It's just something I did for the purpose of this video. Honestly, oftentimes I don't even place them first. I do them last or just throughout the set, but just do whatever works for you and your client's lashes. Hey Lash babes, so I am back with another tip. I told you guys I was gonna just try to let this video play out, but now I am back with my favorite tape over method. I always like to show this method in my tutorials because I absolutely love it. It comes in handy. This method will allow you to have easier access to the inner corners, and I think this is what most people struggle with. So I'm going to be taping the client's eyelid over, and you can place this like towards the middle of their eyelid and then just kind of pull their lash line over, and then you'll see the inner corners be more exposed. So I'm going to use this method to complete the inner corners, and I'm going to come back for the final look, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you have any questions throughout the set, feel free to drop them in the comment section below, or of course follow your girl on Instagram. I love to answer any questions that you guys may have. Okay, y'all, I promise this is my last tip for the video. I'm going to go ahead and sort through my client's lashes with the tweezers just to make sure nothing is stuck together. You never want to let your client leave the table without making sure their lashes are not stuck together. Sometimes it happens to the best of us. It could be the glue drying too fast. You just never know, but you want to make sure that you double check your work and make sure none of the lashes are stuck together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and take the tape off, and make sure you stay tuned for the final look.